Good morning, students. We are going to start this session right now. Uh, Basically, this session has been planned out to solve your queries regarding the final year projects that you guys do in your engineering, and because the final year project is one of the important things which has been taken might be very lightly by the students. The students don't take the concept of final year project very sincerely, or might be to the extent to which it has to be given importance. આપણે બધા ફાઇનલ યરનું જે પ્રોજેક્ટ છે એને એક એવી રીતના પ્રોજેક્ટ લઈએ છીએ કે એક સબ્જેક્ટ છે જે તમે લોકો રેગ્યુલર એક સબ્જેક્ટની જેમ જ ભણીને તમારે લોકોએ પતાવવું છે. But actually, the most important thing is this is a very good opportunity given to you where you can actually materialize this not only in the form of a subject. તમારું એન્જિનિયરિંગ પત્તા પત્તા તમને might be job મળી જાય અને કઈ રીતના એ ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટીઝ તમે એક્સપ્લોર કરી શકો એ છે આજના પ્રોજેક્ટનું જે ડિસ્કશન છે એનું ક્રક્સ. ઓકે, એનીવેઝ we'll start with what do you actually mean by a project. Okay, the topics that would be covering briefly are project. That what do you mean by project? Introduction to the project. Word project. मतलब શું છે? Then I would many of you guys who have attended my earlier session on placement enhancement, preparation for campus placement and placement enhancement. Those students might have noticed that in the last slide I mentioned something about Shodh Yatra. Okay, so at that time, many students would have had a doubt in mind as to, okay, what does this Shodh Yatra mean? At that time, it was not the appropriate audience, or might be it was not the appropriate time to talk on that. But today, we'll be discussing something in detail regarding this Shodh Yatra. Okay, and I will try to relate it how it is related to your final year projects. It's a story, like we'll just finally join all the dots and you will come to know what's its relevance. Then we'll talk about the importance, or you can say the basic difference between an IDP and UDP. What do you mean by an IDP and what do you mean by a UDP? IDP and UDP વચ્ચે શું ફરક છે, that is what we are going to discuss next. After that, we'll see why an IDP. After understanding the difference between IDP and UDP, what do you mean by IDP, what do you mean by UDP, we'll try to see why, or specifically, I would say, I specifically feel that all the students should go for IDP. That's my personal perspective. You may agree with that, you may not agree with that. Okay, but anyways, why IDP, or what is the importance of selecting an industry-defined problem, okay, in your final year project. Then, along with its importance, the benefits. What are the benefits that you can reap if you are actually getting into an IDP? તમે એક IDP કરો ખરેખર તો એનાથી તમને શું ફાયદો થાય? That is what we'll see next. And after that, two important things. Second of that is placement, campus interviews or placement. We will not be talking anything about preparation for campus interviews or placement or anything, but still we'll be talking about how this project is related to your placement. That is what the title says. That is exactly what the title says, your project to placement. Okay, placement means project to your job. Might be it's a campus placement or off campus, or you give some interviews, but finally you get placed in some industry after your engineering. That's what basically it means. And the last topic actually came out as a total surprise, because when I just told some of my students, final students, that tomorrow I'm going to take a session on like this, so do you want me guys to add anything? So one of the students told me, sir, if possible, please say something about the job scenario in this COVID era. Okay, when I say COVID era, means I use this word very systematically after a great amount of brainstorming, because this COVID is not yet over, and it won't be over very soon. The government and the administrative systems have actually asked the people to be prepared to be with COVID. કોવિડની સાથે જીવતા We have to get accustomed to live with COVID. So the precautions are all that we need to take care. Okay, so uh, what is the current scenario of job, not specifically related to core chemical engineering, because might be some students will be there who will be from not chemical engineering background, they might be from other backgrounds of engineering, and even diploma engineers would be there from chemical, might be other fields, but still job scenario, that's also something important. So at the end, we'll just try to touch upon the job scenario currently, as well as for probably when you guys, the final year guys, pass out. At that time, what will be the scenario? Okay, so with this, guys, I would like to start. Okay, so first of all, when I say a project, what do you mean by a project? Project no matlab શું થાય? I just typed the word project in Google and I got a simple definition. An individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned to achieve a particular aim. So it can either be an individual activity or might be a collaborative work. That is a group of people that come together, they plan something to achieve a particular aim. Guys, for me, this aim is the most important thing in this particular definition. A project જે તમે લોકો કરો છો એનો aim શું છે? What is the aim of this project, final year project that you guys are doing? Believe me, if you understand the aim of why you are actually doing this project, the rest of the session is very much simple for you, and it's very much clear for you. આગળના કોઈ પ્રેઝન્ટેશન કન્ટેન્ટની પણ તમને ખાસ જરૂર નહીં પડે. સૌથી પહેલા તમે લોકો સમજો તમે લોકો આ પ્રોજેક્ટ કરો છો શેના માટે? When I'm talking of engineering, there are 8 semesters. The first 2 semesters you just generally study the common aspects of engineering of all branches. You study subjects related to computer, you study subjects related to mechanical, electrical, IT, civil engineering, all those fields. From the third semester onwards, you start your core engineering subjects. That is for chemical engineers. From third semester, you start chemical engineering subjects. So third semester to seventh semester, you study almost might be 70% or 80 percentage of core technical subjects of chemical engineering. What you guys are expected to do, or your aim of your project, should be to try and implement the concepts, the subjects, the ideas, the methods you have studied in your 3 years of engineering. That is, might be second year, third year, and fourth year. Try and implement these subjects for some benefit of the society, or you can say, when you talk of society, it's not the normal society or general term. I can say in terms of any engineering, or might be in terms of your chemical industry, or might be chemical fraternity. You try to apply your knowledge. You try to apply your knowledge so that you can implement whatever you guys have studied to solve a problem of your industry, of your society, where your fundamentals of chemical engineering are used. That is what is the aim of your project. I read the definition of project once again: an individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned to achieve a particular aim. So it's either an individual activity or a group activity. Generally, you guys do projects in a group of might be 4 or 5 students. Okay, so when you are doing this project, you are doing this with planning systematically to achieve some aim. So this is that aim. તમારે લોકોએ કોઈ એવો સારો પ્રોબ્લેમ ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનો છે અને એના ઉપર વર્ક કરવાનું છે કે જેની અંદર તમે તમારા એન્જિનિયરિંગ, કેમિકલ એન્જિનિયરિંગના પ્રિન્સિપલ્સ તમે અપ્લાય કરી શકો. ધેટ ઇઝ વોટ ઇઝ મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ. ઓકે, એન્ડ ધીસ ઇઝ એકચ્યુઅલી વોટ એજ્યુકેશન મીન્સ. તમારા ભણતરનું બીજા કોઈને, સોસાયટીને, ઇન જનરલ હ્યુમન બીઇંગ્સને કંઈક એડવાન્ટેજ મળે, દેટ ઇઝ વોટ જનરલ એજ્યુકેશન મીન્સ. So the takeaway point in this first definition of project is you try to understand what do you mean by a project. We need to apply the fundamentals of chemical engineering in the final year project. કંઈક એવો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરો કે જેની અંદર તમે હીટ ટ્રાન્સફર અપ્લાય કરો છો. Do some project where you are using maybe chemical process industry, CPI 1 and 2. Do some project where you are using mass transfer operation. Do some calculations or design where you are using PED. Do some reaction designs where you are using might be your CRE. Try to design a project. Try to do the cost estimation. Try to do the HAZOP study by using PDP or PCSM. Try for software simulations using CAPS or PMSO. This should be your aim of your final year project. તમારે final year project ની અંદર આ વસ્તુ કરવાની છે. This is what is expected out of you guys. So first and foremost, you please make it very clear in your mind કે તમારે project ની અંદર કરવાનું શું છે. I will come into much detail about all these things. Okay, I think the first content, that is introduction part, is over. I'm really sorry because I'm not able to share my screen, might be because of some issues, but I'll try to share this presentation with you guys. I'll try to share this presentation in this YouTube channel itself. Along with this, just એક વસ્તુ તમને લોકોને કહી દઉં. Now gradually I would be doing such more sessions, and I would be uploading some small videos, interactive videos, also some topics which would be very much helpful to the students in terms of placement, as well as various technical issues, technical concepts જે તમારા લોકોને engineering ના છે, that also we'll be trying to discuss. Okay, so I would request all of you guys to subscribe as well as set on the notification, so that whenever I do some live sessions, or might be I put up some videos, you guys get a notification and you can see. And take it from me, I read all the comments on the videos that I get, and based on that, based on those feedbacks only, I try to devise my next presentation. So whenever I get positive feedbacks from you, I'll definitely try to see that you guys get the best out of me sooner or later. Okay, so now coming to the next part. Am I totally audible? Am I visible? I just need to see a thumbs up from all of you. Can you all just show me a thumbs up, or might be say okay or something like that in the video, because I'm doing a live session, so I don't know, around 41 people are there, and I see people from different colleges. So yeah, so if I can just see some thumbs up, some okay. And guys, just please put in your name and your college, okay, so that it will be helpful to me, so that I can come to know, okay, guys from some other colleges have also joined in, because GEC Bhuj has joined, at least one student I know from home engineering college Junagadh has joined in. It's when you write your name and the name of your college that people come to know that, okay, you guys are also there in the session. Okay, so I can see a lot of thumbs up, so it means you guys are in, you guys are watching. Okay, guys, just okay, we are having someone from LEC Morbi also. Okay, thank you. So we'll continue. Okay, guys, just note down the name of the person whom I am going to mention right now. He is Professor Anil Gupta. Okay, I repeat, Professor Anil Gupta from IIM Ahmedabad. He is the master brain behind the concept of Shodh Yatra. Okay, Shodh Yatra. Okay, we are also having students from VGC Chandkheda also joined in. Okay, so guys, Shodh Yatra, a word તમે સાંભળો એના ઉપરથી જ તમને ખબર પડે. Shodh means to find something, and Yatra means a travel or a journey. So Shodh Yatra basically means you are pursuing a journey, you are pursuing a travel to search something. This was a unique concept taken up by Professor Anil Gupta, who is from IIM Ahmedabad. You just go into Google, type Shodh Yatra, you will get the details. You just go and type Professor Anil Gupta, IIM Ahmedabad, you will get the details. Please take some time today and go through the concept of Shodh Yatra and what it is, because I came to know about it in way back in 2012 when GTU gradually introduced the concept of IDP and UDPs, because that is from where I came to know that okay, this is how the things are carving out. Because what they do in Shodh Yatra is they select a group of Professor Anil Gupta. They request for applications for those students who want to go for Shodh Yatra. A group of around 30 students or somewhere, they go to different parts of India, remote interior parts of India, where access to might be basic amenities would also be very less. Infrastructure would be very poor. So Professor Anil Gupta, along with the selected students, they go to this particular place. They find out various issues that they face, and then this particular group of people try to solve those problems. So they are actually taking out a journey. They are actually moving out to a particular place to find out their problems. And then they try to find out the solution to their problems. This is what is known as Shodh Yatra. Okay, Professor Anil Gupta એમનું પ્રોફાઇલ ખરેખર બહુ સારું છે. Just go through it and read through it. And many innovations have come up from this Shodh Yatra. ગામડાઓની અંદર જ્યાં માઇટ બી નોર્મલ એમ્યુનિટીઝ પણ ના હોય. ઇન્ડિયા ઇઝ વેરી મચ ફેમસ ફોર જુગાડ. કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ તમે લોકો વિચારી શકો એના કરતાં પણ આપણા લોકોનું લોકલ ટેલેન્ટ જે છે ઇટ્સ ઇમેન્સ. But the thing is, we people don't realize, we people don't document our talents, we people don't document our achievements, as a result of which we guys lose a lot of opportunities in life. What this professor does is he goes to such villages and he tries to document all these things, and he helps those people, ગામડાના લોકોને કે interior remote areas ના લોકોને, he helps those guys to innovate, to come out, to publicize their work, to patent their work. He tries to give them rewards and recognitions. This is such a beautiful initiative which he is taking, and it has been going on for many years now, and still it's going on. 2018 2019 na batches nu par I had read the review. So you guys please go and read the reviews of people, as well as please read the profile of Professor Anil Gupta. I heard about him, but just for taking this lecture, I read slightly more about him, and I was really impressed by the quality of work that he is doing. So I expect you all guys also to do that. The interesting part is now, તમે લોકોને એવું લાગશે કે સર કેમ I am અમદાવાદના એક સાહેબની કે શોધ યાત્રાની વાત કરે છે, because we are talking of our final year projects. But guys, this is where it all started. Knowing the needs of society and trying to find out a solution to it. After the third year, during the summer vacations, we have in GTU something which is known as summer internship, where you take the training of might be 3 weeks or 4 weeks in an industry. This is a disguised form of your શોધ યાત્રા, જેની અંદર તમે લોકો એક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં 3 થી 4 અઠવાડિયાની ટ્રેનિંગ લ્યો છો. એ ટ્રેનિંગ દરમિયાન તમે લોકો એ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીના પ્રોસેસને જાણો છો. યુ આર ટ્રાઇંગ ટુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ધ પ્રોસેસ, you are trying to know the technicalities, you are trying to study the reactions, the processes, the products. And then in this process, તમે લોકો આ ટ્રેનિંગ લેતા દરમિયાન somewhere you try to understand what might be an area or avenue where I can contribute my knowledge to this. આની અંદર કઈ એવી જગ્યા છે કે હું એની અંદર કંઈક પોતાનું નોલેજ ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ કરી શકું, કે might be I can try to troubleshoot some of the issues that the industry is facing. This is what is your Shodh Yatra. You are trying to find out some problem from your training. Exactly, this is what is meant from, or this is what is expected out of your training. But I have seen most of the students, irrespective of government or private, irrespective of cities or rural areas, almost all the students, they take the training just for the sake of training, and might be આપણે લોકો maximum training લઈ છે શેના માટે? 100 activity points માટે, કે suppose એનું જે certificate આવે એના માટે. Many of the students, they take the training in their in which organizations or companies that parents might be working, or might be એ લોકોના ઓળખીતા હોય ત્યાંથી સર્ટિફિકેટ લઈ લે, or might be they will just go there and sit in the offices and come back after 2 to 3 weeks and they will produce a certificate in the college. My question to you all guys is, who is at loss? આમાં લોસ ખરેખર કોનો છે? તમે લોકો જે ટ્રેનિંગ લ્યો છો કે નથી લેતા, એનાથી દુનિયામાં એક જ માણસને ફરક પડે છે, that is you and you only, no one else. Because college faculties, if you take the training, it's for your improvement. તમે જે સર્ટિફિકેટ આપશો એની 100 એક્ટિવિટી પોઈન્ટ્સની અંદર તમને મળી જતા હશે. સો college faculties are nowhere concerned, because if you complete your 100 activities, 100 activity points, it's for you. If you don't complete, again it's your problem. But if you can actually complete this training very well, then this will help you to find a very good project. That is your final year project. Okay, so this is one of the important things that I wanted to tell you, because this is where it all starts. Most of the times in life આપણને ખબર જ ના હોય કે ખરેખર કોઈ વસ્તુ સ્ટાર્ટ ક્યારે થાય. આપણને એમ થાય કે ફાઇનલ યરનો પ્રોજેક્ટ ક્યારે ચાલુ થાય? ફાઇનલ યરનો પ્રોજેક્ટ ચાલુ થાય જે દિવસે ફેકલ્ટીઝ કહે કે તમારું આ તમારી ટીમ્સ છે ને તમારા ટાઇટલ આ તમારા ગાઈડ છે અને તમે ગાઈડને મળીને તમારું ટોપિક ડિસાઇડ કરી લ્યો. That is the day when you guys feel that your project has to start. But sorry, that is the date actually by which you would have completed almost background work and your topic should have been already decided. So for most of you guys, if you have not decided anything about your project, I know July 30th is probably the last date for registration of students, but most of you would not have even worked out anything for that. તમારા કોઈના મગજમાં પ્રોજેક્ટ કે કોઈ ટાઇટલ કે nothing would have been there. So you're actually late. પ્રોજેક્ટ તો તમારો પતી જ જશે. તમારે ગમે ટાઈપનો પ્રોજેક્ટ લઈ લો, તમારો પ્રોજેક્ટ પતી જ જશે. That's not the issue. But the only thing is you are missing out on a very good opportunity that you guys are given. Okay. So this is where it all starts. Shodh Yatra. Now, I just want to discuss about the types of final year project. તમને પણ ખબર છે, but it's important to discuss that. Final year project is broadly classified as IDP and UDP. Industry defined project, or sometimes they call problem. That is IDP, industry defined project, or you can say user defined project or user defined problem. So what do you mean by industry defined? मतलब simple છે. As the name suggests, industry defined means you go to an industry and you find out a particular problem that you face in that industry. તમે એક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં જાઓ અને એ લોકોને ફેસ થતી કોઈ પણ એક પ્રોબ્લેમને આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરો and you try to solve it as your final year project. That is what is an IDP. And user defined problems, that's very nice, that's very comfortable part, because 80 to 90% UDPs, they are actually fake, to be very frank. તમે લોકો કોઈ પણ એક કેમિકલ લઈ લો અને બીજું કેમિકલ લઈ લો, you mix both the chemicals, then you try to note down the time, then you try to note down the change in color, then you try to note down different aspects. It doesn't work. It actually doesn't work, because તમે લોકો કરવા પૂરતું, મેં તમને કીધું, because your final year project is anyways going to end, there will be no much issues in that, it will end definitely, but you are losing out on something very important. You are losing out a very good opportunity that you guys are having. So please try to understand what is at stake. એ વસ્તુ ખાલી તમે એકવાર સમજવાની ટ્રાય કરો કે તમે લોકો ખરેખર જે કરો છો એ વસ્તુથી તમને શું ફાયદો થશે કે પછી તમને શું નુકસાન જશે. Please try to understand that thing, because that particular day you will realize that whether you are at profit or you are at loss. So please ensure, if possible, that you select a proper project after understanding its pros and cons, and that is what we are going to discuss here. તમે જે પ્રોજેક્ટ કરવા માંગો છો કે કયા કયા ટાઈપ્સના પ્રોજેક્ટ છે અને એના બેઝ ઉપર તમે કયા કયા ટાઈપના અલગ અલગ પ્રોજેક્ટ્સ કરી શકો છો. Okay, the difference between IDP and UDP is very clear. Whereas IDP means it's a real life industrial problem, UDP means you are trying to, you in association with your guide, you guys are trying to find out a problem that you face in an industry. And sorry, user defined means you are trying to find out a problem for which you think you can do something substantial work, તમે લોકો વિચારો છો તમે કરી શકો, and as far as I know, I have seen, but at UG levels, these things don't give out any productive work. તમે તમારા labs ની અંદર કંઈ experiments, reactions and all those things you carry out, but I don't know how fruitful they actually are. Okay, so at this point I would just like to take a break, and I would like to ask you guys, till these three topics, definition of project is just a small philosophy, like nothing technical in that. Regarding Shodh Yatra, I gave you some insights, you can go more into that. Do you guys have any doubts regarding IDPs and UDPs? આઈડીપી અને યુડીપી વચ્ચેના ડિફરન્સ વચ્ચે કે એ બેનો મતલબ શું થાય, એના વચ્ચે કંઈ ફરક, ડુ યુ હેવ એની ડાઉટ્સ? ઇફ યુ હેવ એની ડાઉટ્સ, જસ્ટ પ્લીઝ પુટ ઇટ ઇન ધ chat section. I'll just try to address that, because after this what we are going to take is the importance of IDP, because my main focus would be on IDP. ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી ડિફાઇન પ્રોબ્લેમ જે છે, મારો મેઇન ફોકસ એના ઉપર છે. એના ફાયદા શું થશે અને એનું ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ શું છે. These are the next two slides that we are going to take. After that, we will be talking of how these things can very well culminate into your good options, good opportunity for placement. And pachi chille, we'll talk of the job scenario in the market right now. So if any of you guys are having any doubts related to difference between IDP, UDP, or might be any topic that is discussed till now, you can ask. Koi doubts ho to please put it in your chat box that you have till now. Okay. The number of students are fluctuating. I can see participation from Om Engineering College, VGC Chankhera is there. One student from LE Morbi had signed in, and rest of the students are again from GC Bhuj. Okay, I don't see any doubts as such. So I think we'll just move forward. In the meantime, if now any of you guys are having any doubts, you can just put in the doubts. Chat ni andar તમે લોકો નાખી શકો, and I will try to address them. Okay. Again, if any of your friends are having any doubts, because initially we had started the session and then we just discontinued. Again we have started, so some of the students told me that they could not find. So તમારા કોઈ પણ friends હોય તો એ લોકોને કહી શકો that your class also, if those guys have not joined in, you can just ask them to join in. It's for all the colleges, GC Bhuj અને સાથે જેટલા કોલેજના representatives આવ્યા છે, any of them, if you want, and all those students can also join in. Okay, I just see a doubt thing that has come up from Jay is a project title is development in the manufacturing process of monochloroacetic acid. Is this production project IDP or UDP? Okay, Jay, good question. See, first and foremost thing, Jay, that all of you guys need to understand. મેં તમને starting માં IDP and UDP ના definition માં જ કીધું. When you are taking up any project that is directly from the industry, okay, your process says development in the manufacture. So see, developing means કોઈ વસ્તુ નવી બનાવી. Develop કરવી means બનાવી. So in the manufacturing process of monochloroacetic acid is a chemical that is being made in the industry. તમે એના manufacturing process ની અંદર you are trying to, might be, what I understand is you are trying to improve જે already existing process છે એને તમે લોકો improve કરવા માંગો છો. Or might be you can say developing a new process for manufacturing of monochloroacetic acid. That is what I understand. The title, your title might be needs some restructuring. You can probably contact with your guide and might be then discuss, because this is what I could make out. જો તમારો આ જે પ્રોસેસ છે, if it is related with IDP, with some particular industry, તમે એક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં, તમને ખબર છે એક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી, you are in touch with some industry which is producing monochloroacetic acid, and you are already knowing its manufacturing process, and they are having some issues, they are having some problems in their manufacturing process. In that case, if they already told you these things, then you can work for its development or troubleshooting. That is an IDP, obviously. But if you know that okay, monochloroacetic acid can be produced in lab like this, but I want to develop a method for its large scale production. So might be a chemical जो already available છે and you are trying to develop a new method for manufacturing that. So if you are not associated with an industry, or if that is not a real life industry problem, in that case you can call this to be UDP also. But you should remember very well one thing, Jay, that UDPs can also be very good, provided UDPs can also be very good, provided they are genuine. They are genuine. એની અંદર તમારે ખરેખર સપોઝ I take it as, suppose if your process is like already there is a process for manufacturing of monochloroacetic acid, you have visited industry and you know that. But now if you feel that you can improve the conversion or you can improve the yield in that particular process, so might be you are doing that as a UDP, or even you can do that in IDP. If you are in association with an industry and you are in licensing with them, that can be an IDP. If you are doing it in your lab and you are not in touch with those guys, in that case it can be a UDP. But in both the cases, it can be a very good work. Okay, so once you define that title very clearly, it will be much more clear as to whether it is an IDP or UDP, because either it has to be development of a new process, or you can say improvement in the manufacturing process, something like that. Okay, so I hope, Jay, I answered your question. Okay. Coming back to what is the importance of an IDP. Okay, guys, as I said, in real life, when you face any problem, that is when you actually come to know what your fundamentals are. અચાનક મને લાઈફમાં એક પ્રોબ્લેમ આવે, એ ટાઈમમાં મને ખબર પડી જાય કે હું કેટલો પાણીમાં છું. This is exactly what happens when you go for an IDP, industry defined problem. Because at that time, you will come to know, oh, this is what the problem is. Then you gradually start scanning your mind. તમે લોકો આગળના 2-3 વર્ષની અંદર જેટલા સબ્જેક્ટ્સ ભણ્યા છો, જેટલા કન્સેપ્ટ્સ ભણ્યા છો, all these things you just start scratching your head. એ બધા ટોપિક્સ તમારા મગજમાં ધીમે 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 પાછા આવવા માંડે. That is when you realize that how strong your fundamentals of chemical engineering are. And this is one of the most important parts of IDP. Because you are not selecting a project કે જેની અંદર તમને ખબર છે પહેલાથી કે તમારે શું કરવાનું છે, કે તમને ખબર છે મારે આ બે રિએક્ટન્ટ્સને એડ કરવાનું છે અને મારે માય બી ટેમ્પરેચર એવી રીતના સેટ કરવાનું છે કે મને yield maximum મળે. So you need to know about that reaction, you need to know how to control temperature. That's what it is. But when you go to an industry and you find out a particular problem, it will be multidimensional. એની અંદર માસ ટ્રાન્સફરનું પણ એપ્લિકેશન હોઈ શકે, હીટ ટ્રાન્સફરનું પણ હોઈ શકે. એની અંદર at the same time CPI application can also be there, as well as CRE could also be there. So all your fundamental basics of chemical engineering come to picture in case of an IDP most of the time. This is what I'm saying, most of the times. And it's most important. It's a real life event, not a real life. It's not a camera or where you are doing some acting work. જે તમે લોકો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરો છો કે ભાઈ some of the things just change or shuffle some of the things and then again you produce that same thing. એ જ વસ્તુ તમે લોકો પાછી મૂકી દો. So as I already said in the initial slides, please don't cheat yourself. નુકસાન ખરેખર એની અંદર તમારું જ છે, બીજા કોઈ. Because if you do a problem, if you solve out a problem successfully, you can get various incentives, incentives. Financial benefits તમને મળી શકે, might be તમે ત્યાં job secure કરી શકો. You can also get a lot of recognition, might be in the industry, society, or might be in college, university, somewhere. Also, you can even go for patenting or intellectual property rights, patents. This is one of the another areas where Gujarat government as well as education department is working with a great thrust nowadays. ગુજરાત ગવર્મેન્ટ આના ઉપર બહુ સારી રીતના વર્ક કરે છે કે સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ સારું વર્ક કરે, then how can we try to patent those things. એ જ વસ્તુને આપણે પેટન્ટ કઈ રીતના કરાવડાવી શકીએ. સો તમે એક સારું વર્ક કરો કે જે ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીની અંદર ખરેખર એ લોકોને બહુ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ હતી, તમે એ વસ્તુને જો સોલ્વ કરી શકો, that case you can actually get a patent for that. You can actually file a patent for that. Patent means it's a sort of intangible knowledge. it will generate a lot of revenue for you, it will give you a lot of recognition. Okay, so IDP કરવાના ફાયદા, there are many advantages are there for conducting an IDP. And really, if you do some good work, you will reap a lot of benefits out of your IDP. Okay, now IDP કરવાના શું ફાયદા છે, કે સપોઝ તમે યુડીપી કે એની જગ્યાએ આઈડીપી કરો તો what are the different advantages or benefits of doing an IDP? Guys, as from where we started, તમે આઈડીપી એ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીનું પ્રોબ્લેમ સિલેક્ટ કરો છો કે જેની અંદર તમે લોકો ઓલરેડી ટ્રેનિંગ લીધેલી છે. So when you talk of such a thing, it means that you already know the industry very well. You have taken training in that industry probably for might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you know the processes, you know the chemicals, you know the people who are working there, you know all the pros and cons. As a result of which તમને લોકોને એક્ઝેક્ટલી આઈડિયા છે કે આ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીની અંદર કઈ કઈ વસ્તુ પોસિબલ છે, કઈ વસ્તુ પોસિબલ નથી, વોટ ઇઝ ધ ઇમ્પેક્ટ ઓફ ધ પ્રોબ્લેમ ધેટ યુ આર હેન્ડલિંગ. તમે જે પ્રોબ્લેમને સોલ્વ કરવાની ટ્રાય કરો છો, જો તમે એ પ્રોબ્લેમ સોલ્વ કરી નાખો, એનાથી કેટલા ફાયદા થઈ શકે, that also you know. So knowledge of the industry, the knowledge of the process, the background of the problem, કે આવો પ્રોબ્લેમ ખરેખર થાય છે શેની કારણે, ઓકે, માઇટ બી આનું સોલ્યુશન આવું કંઈક હોઈ શકે, all these things you know. And already this comes out of my experience, because since last 2-3 years I always prefer students to go for a summer internship, and I always recommend them to go for IDPs. એટલે જ્યારે સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીની અંદર જાય છે and when they come back, I can literally see that they have almost all of them have developed a very good rapport. ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીના જે ઓફિશિયલ્સ હોય, એમ્પ્લોઈઝ હોય કે સપોઝ ટોપ બોસીસ હોય, એ લોકો સાથે પણ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સનો રેપો, એ લોકોની એક કનેક્શન જો ઇટ્સ વેરી વેલ. So this always gives you an advantage. તમારે IDP કરો છો તો you require a lot of data, you require a lot of information from the industry. તમે પ્રોસેસ સોલ્વ કરવા જાઓ છો તો તમારે એની કેમિસ્ટ્રી જોશે, તમારે ફ્લો રેટ જોશે, તમારે ઇક્વિપમેન્ટની ડિટેલ્સ જોશે, તમારે ટેમ્પરેચર કન્ડિશન્સ, પ્રેશર કન્ડિશન, સમ ઓફ ધીસ થિંગ્સ might be confidential as far as industry is concerned. But તમારા રેપો એ લોકોની સાથે સારા હોવાની કારણે you can get all these informations very easily. This is one of the another advantage of doing an IDP. Almost all the things are available handy to you guys. Okay, બીજું, જ્યારે તમે એક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં ટ્રેનિંગ લ્યો છો, એક શરૂઆતમાં એક ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીને સમજવા માટે might be you will take around a week or 10 days, something like that. But rest of the days, if you are already aware that you need to find out some problem which you need to solve in your final year, એટલે તમે આ ડ્યુરેશનની અંદર જ એકાદ પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરી લ્યો. And then gradually when you are taking the training, at that time itself, if you start working on that project, the people who are working there since many years, they have very good experience and they might give you some ideas. Okay, I think આમાં આવી રીતના તમે કરો ને તો લગભગ સોલ્યુશન આવી જવું જોઈએ, બટ અમે ચેક નથી કરેલું. This is what is the most important part of IDP, because you know what could be the probable solution of the problem that they are facing. But many times industry people, they cannot implement any changes haphazardly. કોઈ પણ એક ચેન્જ haphazardly એ લોકો ના નાખી શકે, because જે ચેન્જીસ એ લોકો કરવા માંગે છે, it will cost them lakhs and lakhs of rupees, and if at all it goes in vain or if at all it fails, in that case the multitude of losses that they are going to face, it cannot be imagined. As a result of which industry people are generally reluctant to change. જ્યાં સુધી એ લોકોને 100% confidence ના આવે, those guys generally don't change. Now if you guys come in, તમે લોકો ત્યાં ટ્રેનિંગ લ્યો, ટ્રેનિંગ ટાઈમમાં તમે આ પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરો, and then based on those problems તમે ત્યાંના સિનિયર સાથે જે કન્સર્ન પીપલ છે એમની સાથે ઇન્ટરેક્ટ કરો, and you get guidance from them and you try to start solving this problem. તો ઓલમોસ્ટ એક રફ આઈડિયા તમને આવી ગયો કે is this problem possibly solved, can this be possibly solved by you guys, how it can be solved, આના ચાન્સીસ કેટલા છે, what all things. એક 50% તમને ક્લેરિટી તો ત્યારે જ આવી જશે કે તમે લોકો આ વસ્તુ ફાઇલિયરમાં કરી શકશો કે નહીં. So as a result of which, when you start doing this project in your final year, you are almost halfway through. તમે ઓલમોસ્ટ અડધી જંગ તો તમે લડી લીધી ને જીતી લીધી. બીકોઝ તમને પ્રોબ્લેમ શું છે ખબર છે, તમને એનું બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ ખબર છે, એનું પ્રોબેબલ સોલ્યુશન ખબર છે, થોડું ઘણું કામ તમે કરેલું છે. whereas your friend is now just starting to select a topic. હવે એ એક ટોપિક સિલેક્ટ કરે છે, એના બેઝ ઉપર હવે એ લિટરેચર સર્વે કરશે, પછી ધીમે ધીમે કામ ચાલુ કરશે. અને તમે તો ઓલરેડી તમને બધી બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ ખબર છે, તમને પ્રોબ્લેમ ખબર છે, ટેન્ટેટિવ સોલ્યુશન ખબર છે. You just need to work on that. So this thing is also very important, that your problem is almost half solved if it's an IDP. જેન્યુઅનલી ટ્રેનિંગ લઈને સમજીને કરેલું હોય તો તમારું આઈડીપી તો તમે સ્ટાર્ટ કરશો ત્યારે જ ઓલમોસ્ટ તમારા માટે હાફ સોલ્વ પ્રોબ્લેમ હશે જ એ વસ્તુ. ઓકે, the happiness or you can satisfaction that you get when you are actually solving a real life industry problem, it's something great, it's totally different. At the end I will just share my experience of a group of students under me who had before 2 years did a really good project from the industry. They got very good recognition, and one of the student also got placed in that same industry. So that is what I'm not just saying here things for the sake of saying, because this comes out of my experience and what I have seen through. ઓકે, સો એક રિયલ લાઈફ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીનો પ્રોબ્લેમ કરું એમાં તમને સેટિસ્ફેક્શન, જે તમને ચેલેન્જ લાગે અને જે તમને એક સેન્સ ઓફ ફુલફિલમેન્ટ લાગે, that's totally different, that you can never probably get in an UDP unless and until it's really that genuine and you're working on in such a high sincerity level. Again, ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીનો પ્રોબ્લેમ હોય, you are never sure એનું બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ કે એનું સોલ્યુશન કોઈ પણ સબ્જેક્ટની અંદરથી કોઈ પણ રીતના હોઈ શકે. ઇટ કેન બી અ મિક્સચર ઓફ ટેકનિકલ નોલેજ એન્ડ કોમન સેન્સ. ઇટ કેન જસ્ટ બી અ સોલ્યુશન બેઝડ ઓન કોમન સેન્સ. ઇટ કેન બી અ કોમ્બિનેશન ઓફ એની પર્ટિક્યુલર સબ્જેક્ટ્સ દેટ યુ કેન સી. ઘણા બધા સબ્જેક્ટ્સના કોમ્બિનેશનથી પણ એનું સોલ્યુશન થઈ શકે. ધીસ ઇઝ વોટ લીડ્સ ટુ એક્સ્ટ્રીમ બ્રેઇન સ્ટોર્મિંગ. તમારું મગજ તમારે એટલું એક્સ્ટ્રીમ લેવલ ઉપર ચલાવવું પડે. માઇટ બી ધ સોલ્યુશન ઇઝ વેરી સિમ્પલ, but this leads to a lot of churning in your mind, and because of which uh, you can come out with totally with some solutions which are totally out of the way. Industry wala technically vichari if they cannot solve, might be some solution, a layman's solution can work wonders for them. So this is what we need to understand, that it will involve a lot of technical as well as non-technical work. Okay, guys, coming to the second last topic of what we are going to discuss, it is about placement. Imagine a scenario where you have worked, taken training of probably 2.5, 3 weeks. After that, you took a project from that industry. You try to solve that. Okay, we can put in different aspects. Might be તમે try કરી અને solve થયું. Might be તમે try કર્યું અને solve થોડું ઘણું થયું, but you cannot give a concrete solution. And might be you tried and you actually solved. In either of these cases, you are having very good probability for being selected, might be immediately or in a short time in that particular industry. I'll tell you why. ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીવાળા જ્યારે કોઈ પ્લેસમેન્ટ માટે આવે છે, what is their main criteria? They want people who are technically sound. I am saying technically sound. Sound નો મતલબ knowledge સારું હોય. They don't want people to be extremely intelligent. Technically sound, જે લોકોનું અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ એ લોકો સાથે સારું હોય, કંપનીના એથિક્સ સાથે, કંપનીના વર્ક કલ્ચર સાથે સેટ થતા હોય. Also, they want people who know the plant or the process very well. Training ની અંદર when you are joining any job, in the initial training duration they teach you for 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, depending on the size of the industry. એ લોકો તમને લોકોને શીખવાડે, પ્લાન્ટ સમજાવે, પ્લાન્ટ શીખવાડે, ત્યાંના એટમોસ્ફિયરમાં તમને સેટ કરે. હવે ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીને એક એવો માણસ મળે કે જેણે ત્યાં ટ્રેનિંગ કરેલી છે, ત્યાંના વર્ક એટમોસ્ફિયરથી એડેપ્ટેડ છે, ત્યાંની કન્ડિશન્સ ખબર છે, ત્યાંની પ્રોસેસ ખબર છે, ત્યાંના પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ પર વર્ક કરેલું છે, એન્ડ પ્રોબેબલી he has solved some of it or might be is on the verge of solving something. Why will not the industry prefer you? Unless and until તમે એવા કઈ ડખા કર્યા હોય, in that case the industry will have a negative remark for you and they might not select. Otherwise, if you are normal student, why won't the industry select you? It will definitely select. Otherwise also, જો તમે લોકો ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી અંદર પ્લેસમેન્ટ ના થાય તમે ફાઇનલ યરની અંદર સારો એવો એક આઈડીપી નો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરેલો હોય, this thing will help you very well when you go for job interviews. માસ્ટર્સના ઇન્ટરવ્યુ હોય તો એની અંદર સૌથી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ માસ્ટર્સ પછી ઇન્ટરવ્યુ તમે લોકો કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ જાઓ તો વોટ દે આસ્ક ઇઝ ફોર ધ ફાઇનલ યર પ્રોજેક્ટ, બીકોઝ માસ્ટર્સમાં આખા ફાઇનલ યરની અંદર એક પ્રોજેક્ટ હોય. બટ when you talk for might be bachelor's, final year ની અંદર ખાલી it's a minor project, like it's not that important. But if you have done something really good, substantial work, સારું વર્ક કરેલું છે, in that case, based on that, you can get very good job interviews, અને job interviews તમે easily clear કરી શકો, because જ્યારે એક ઇન્ટરવ્યુઅર જોવે છે કે ભાઈ આ એક કેન્ડિડેટ છે, એને ફાઇનલ યર અંદર આવું સારું વર્ક કરેલું છે, his knowledge of the concept and all the aspects, they are relatively good. In that case, they will feel that this particular candidate or this particular student can do the job relatively well. Okay, so that is what is all about the placement. Now, if you are having any doubts regarding this, આટલી વારમાં જે ડિસ્કસ કર્યું એના રિલેટેડ કોઈ ડાઉટ્સ હોય તો જસ્ટ પૂછી લ્યો. Okay, I think no doubts in particular. So we'll just take up the last point for discussion, that is job scenario in COVID era. Guys, we need to understand that. Am I audible? Okay. Here we are having Painter sir with us. Painter sir, he is my teacher. He is right now in VGC Chandkheda. So I had passed on this message to Painter sir, and Painter sir has graced us here. So because it's a live session, I won't be able to make sir visible to everyone. But guys, જે ચાંદખેડાવાળા છોકરાઓ છે, for him, Painter sir is a very well known figure. But for the rest of you guys, he is a person whom you should at least meet before you complete your engineering, or at least once in your life, because in bachelor's I have studied under him, and it's a very good experience to learn from him. His area of expertise is thermodynamics. Thank you very much, sir, for coming to this session, and also motivating some of the students of VGC Chandked are also there. Thank you very much for informing those students and making those students available for this session, sir. Yeah, so we are finally discussing about the job situation in this COVID era. That is right now what is going on, and probably when you guys will pass out after the final year. See, the situation is very vague. We are not clear as to how long this COVID is going to stay with us. But it's for sure that the scenario is going to be different as compared to what it is right now. This is not going to end very soon, and the situation will remain, might be more or less critical. But we need to understand one thing, that it's not that the world has shut down. Major plants, major industries, they are all working in full swing. Economic activities, all those things were affected, but still, if you talk of Reliance, if you talk of various other big industries, refineries, chemical productions, pharmaceuticals, paints, pigments, dyes industries, all those things, almost 90% of them, they have started back their work with full swing. Obviously, they are working with all the precautions and preventions that are to be taken care of in working during these times. What I want to say is, jobs will be available almost in that same pace or same rate as it was earlier also. But what is important for us is right now, it's most important. There's a saying, the biggest difference between an optimist and a pessimist. A pessimist sees adversity in every opportunity, whereas an optimist sees an opportunity in every adversity. This is the biggest difference in life between pessimist and optimist. Corona is an adversity, that is for sure, no doubts in that. This lockdown, this economic issues, the health issues, all these things, they are a pandemic, and It has affected our lives to a very large extent. There is no second thought in that. But there are some things which we need to realize have given us a room for doing something that we could not have done, might be, if all the things were in full swing. Almost everyone is enjoying a lockdown, relatively a very long lockdown. Right now, online education is going on, but earlier, lockdown was there, and almost all of us were compelled to be in our homes. We had a very good opportunity to study and learn a lot of new things, technical as well as non technical. How many of us made the best out of it? How many of us made the best of this opportunity? I'm afraid might be very less. Very less people made the best of this opportunity. We wasted our times in just sleeping, chatting on the mobiles, watching TVs and mobiles and social media, all those things. Very less number of people would have made the best out of it. Guys, this was the time we should have utilized to prepare ourselves or to equip ourselves in technical terms, in improving our communication skills, in improving our personality development, in training ourselves for group discussions or might be personal interviews. This was the time to equip ourselves or prepare ourselves so that we be ready. So that as soon as the pandemic ends and we get an opportunity, we are better prepared to grab those opportunities. So I would just like to say industries are not closed down. Opportunities for chemical engineers have not shut down. They are not even being might be cut down also. They have not been reduced. It's almost the same. The variation or reduction might be very less, but it's still there for all of you guys. But the main question still remains: are you guys prepared? Have you people done your homework? That is what is the most important thing that we need to think of. Okay, so I think I tried to complete the circle. I tried to connect the dot between your final year project and your placement chances. uh, I think I tried to give justice to the title because uh, placement is one of the most important things for students. But I think it all starts from your project, final year project. Might be most of the students never knew the link between your final year projects as well as the placement. So this is what was the biggest lacuna according to me, and the final year students who are under me, I just try to explain all these things to them, and we are already moving in that lines. So I expect you all guys also to move in those lines. Try to take up some good IDPs, or if not possible IDP, go for some UDPs. But it should be some genuine work that has to be carried out, and keep your concepts clear. Definitely, you will get jobs across. I just mentioned that I would be then I would take an example of a project group that worked under me in 2019. They passed out in 2019. They had take up an industrial problem, real life industrial problem. They took training in that industry. They found out that that industry was using a lot of raw water for cooling purpose as well as various as utilities. But that industry is located in Hajipi, that is Kutch, and White Desert. And because of desert, the hot climatic conditions, the low humidity, and the strong gusts of wind led to a lot of evaporation of water. We say water is a very cheap resource, especially for industries, because they use it in a very large quantity. But even then, if you lose a lot of water daily, it leads to a substantial loss. As a result of which, this group under me, they started a project to reduce the evaporation losses of water. Guys, these students study heat transfer to understand how water evaporation and those basic processes happen. They try to study mass transfer, how this particular liquid vaporization, how it is related to humidity, how mass transfer of liquid water to vapor happens, what all are the factors affecting it, how can we study the rate of vaporization, evaporation, how can we study what are the factors involved in that. They tried to find out various solutions that are available. They applied the principles of PDP, They tried to find out what would be the cost for the probable solution. They found out four solutions. They found out the cost involved with all the four solutions. They calculated the break-even point for all the solutions. They presented this thing to the industry. At the end of the semester, after the college presentations, this particular presentation was taken to the industry guys, and they were really impressed. And they did after again after their checks from their side, they did implement this particular solution. The best part is they called these four students for the interviews. Out of them, two students qualified for the final interview, and one of the students is right now working in that company. This is what I want you all guys to understand. It all starts with your summer internship, it moves on with your project, and it ends with your placement. This can happen. This can happen with almost all of you. But please take the subject of project seriously. It will help you, and that is for sure. Okay, so with this, I think we're almost instead of 1 hour, we have just crossed by around 3 minutes or so. It's 1 hour 3 minutes. So now I leave the floor open for any questions if you guys are having. So don't ask. I don't expect all of you guys to put up your IDP or UDP titles on the screens and ask me that, sir, is this topic IDP or is this topic UDP? If you're having any general topics that you want more clarification on, or if you feel that I can answer that, then please put those questions in the chat box. I will try to answer. Along with this, I would like to request all of you guys, because initially some students were there, might be some students joined later on. Please subscribe to this and turn on the notifications for this channel, because whenever I will be doing such sessions, you can get the notifications, and I'll also try to pass on the message through different students. So if you are having students who are from GEC Bhuj, you can just keep in touch with them, so that in future such sessions happen, I'll try to pass on through faculties also and through students also. So if any of you guys are having something to ask regarding this session, that is on project to placement, you can ask right now. This year also, two groups are there with me for the final year projects, and we are also trying to go for IDPs only. Even though this year we could not go for the trainings, the students could not go for trainings because of this COVID, but still they are trying to get in touch with industries, and they are trying to see that they can get in touch with industries through calls, or might be suppose if individually some of them can visit. And we are also going to try to uh, start the project as soon as possible. Two groups are there, and both of them would be working on IDPs only. So Painter sir is saying, good informative session, thank you very much, sir. At the end of the day, I'm your student, and all these things have somewhere flown in from you all. It's a part of what you all have taught me, and I'm just trying to add on something from my side and give it back to the students. uh, uh, Rutwik Amipara, he's asking how to connect with industries for internships. Guys, this is again a good question, because it's an entire cycle. See, industry and academy relationship is very intense, and we need to make this relationship more and more strong. Like industries and or academia, they are connected through campus placements, industrial visits, trainings, and might be some things with the academic institutions can give to the industries, or might be we can try to solve their issues through projects, might be consultancy, all these works. So for those students, if any of the third year pre-final year students are attending this, as soon as you enter your fifth sem, because this training happens after fifth sem, sorry, after the sixth sem, and before your seventh sem starts. So as soon as you enter your sixth semester, start trying to get in touch with some industries, because these industries, uh, might be you can contact directly, might be in your family, friends, or relatives, somewhere they are having some contacts. You can get in touch with them, or you can also contact through the college faculties, because college faculties have contact with a lot of industries. But the most important thing is, please try to go to industry. Either you can try it from your end. સૌથી પહેલા તમે તમારી રીતના ટ્રાય કરી શકો. You try from your end. If it's working out, it's good. If it doesn't work out, you please contact your college faculties. They will try to arrange something. Okay. And almost always industries ni andar we go in a group of, might be two students, three students, five students. It depends. It depends on the quantum or size of the industry. So even if one of your friends find an industry, three four of you guys can join in and take internship there. Okay. Again, Kunal is asking, is it possible for internship now till day? Means, is it possible for internship? Guys, internship generally happens after sixth semester during the summer vacations. But what happens is, sometimes, because this has happened last year, summer internship ni અંદર અમુક છોકરાઓ training ના લઈ શક્યા, then they realize, exactly might be like this, then they realize that if they could have taken internship, it would have been better. I have seen students who have taken 1 week or might be 2 weeks internship after their seventh semester. Seventh semester ની અંદર એ લોકો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરી નાખ્યું, સિમ્પલ કોઈ UDP or might be some topics they worked on. But after seventh semester, after the GTO exams, the 1 week or 2 week gap that happens, during that stage, they take a training and then they take up some good IDB projects in the eighth semester. This can also happen. એટલે તમારે સિક્સ સેમેસ્ટર પછીનું કે બિફોર સેવન્થ સેમેસ્ટર સમર ઇન્ટર્નશિપ, that won't be possible. But if things work out well, say October November કે તમારે GTU ની એક્ઝામ જ્યારે પતે, at that time, if it possible, then you can try for internship in that duration also. But you need to see the conditions at that time. We cannot predict them as of now, but you can try at that time. Sanket, students, I'll just tell you, Sanket Warpe, he is currently working as a chemical engineer in Archean Chemical Industries Private Limited, Hajipir. One of the best students that I have seen, as well as GEC Bhuj has produced chemical engineers, chemical engineering. He is 2019 pass out batch. He is placed currently in Archean. He's saying that it was a very good and informative session. At this stage of college, each student is confused about their project, and this may have helped them. Exactly, because Sanket understands, because he has also actually done IDP only related to filter press and all those things. He has taken training and inter summer internship, so he knows all this process. And at the end, right now, he is working there in the industry and he has connected all the dots. So such things are very useful. So right now, he can be one of the person who can give you an exact idea as to whether such things work out, or is this actually meaningful. So thank you, Sanket. So Ali Asgar from Om Engineering College, uh, Junagadh, he's asking, does our marks affect our placement? Obviously, see, most of the companies, they have some criteria for placement. They generally keep a criteria of might be 60 percentage CGP or CPI, or might be, depending on the companies, they even go for 65, or might be 70% or 7 CPA XYZ. But generally, there are criterias for selecting students. Okay, so that is the reason why we say that even though GTU marks are not the only thing, they are one of the eligibility criteria for students. So you always need to keep a track of your placement, because once you are eligible, then you can go into the PI or JD, and then you can show your real skills. But to be eligible, you need to have very good, at least basic requirement of marks. Yes, Painter sir is giving a very good information that internships, right now, students might be, this thing is not very much popular, but earlier internships used to happen on weekends. This was very good. So this can be something that can be done with you guys. Might be you can talk to your college, and might be the university and these guys permit. Second and fourth Saturdays for private and government colleges, they are holidays. And in fact, these things happen. Second and fourth Saturdays, they are holidays. So students can also take training on these weekends, might be every second and fourth Saturday and Sunday. These 2 days they can go to any particular industry that is selected, and might be it's a 2 month or 3 month program where might be every month you are having around 4 days, alternate second and fourth Saturday Sunday. So 4 days in 1 month, so might be in 3 months you can complete around 12 days. And if you want, you can also go on working Saturdays ની અંદર તમે જે Sundays છે એની અંદર તમે જઈ શકો. Or if the working Saturdays you don't have official load, might be if you can contact your college and might be if something works out, then on those Saturdays also you can go. So as Painter sir said, it's a very good option that actually I think now the students should work upon. Wherever you guys are placed, તમે તમારા સિટીઝની અંદર, તમારા સિટીઝની આજુબાજુ, you can just try to see gradually on Saturdays and Sundays, or might be only Sundays. These things can be worked out. So very good point, sir, about weekend internships, that's what we can call them. Mayur Panara, again pass out of 2020 batch in chemical engineering. So he's saying that the IDP and UDP difference is clear because these guys also know, because I am looking after the placement. So I generally try to emphasize all the students as soon as their sixth semester ends to please ensure that they do take up some training in some good industry, and based on that they should select their IDPs. Uh, yeah, correct. Painter sir is saying exactly. Smaller companies would be the best to learn. સૌથી નાની કંપનીઝ કે જેની અંદર તમે તમારા હાથ ખરાબ કરી શકો, ઓઇલ ગ્રીસ ને પકડપાનાથી તમે તમારા હાથ ખરાબ કરી શકો, that is where you can actually learn a lot of things. DCS પ્લાન્ટમાં આજથી તમે લોકો નોકરીએ ચડી જાઓ, might be after 5 years you will be sitting in the AC offices cabins, but the best opportunity to learn and grow is when you are in small scale companies where you're working with laborers. They just know this is what happens, but they don't know why it happens, and that is where the role of chemical engineer comes in. So obviously for small industries, small companies, it's the best to work on weekends. તમે લોકો easily તમારી રીતના પણ contact કરીને તમે આરામથી જઈને શીખી શકો, and this experience helps you a lot. Akash is asking, is higher studies important than industrial experience? See, these two are totally different areas. Industrial experience, Leo, that is you are going for a job. Higher studies is means you are going for might be masters or MBA. These are totally different. So might be it's related to career and all. So we'll not discuss much on that. But I will just say these are two different areas. તમારે job કરવી છે કે તમારે આગળ ભણવું છે. First you need to decide that, and that has to be decided by you as well as might be your parents, your families, in consultation with might be your friends and your faculties. But that decision has to be in touch with you guys. So thank you very much for attending this session, and your comments are very important for me because this session I have taken up based on the comments that I have received in the previous sessions. So your comments that you give here and for various videos, that give me an idea as to which are the topics that I should work upon when I would be going for the next sessions. So with this, I would like to thank you all guys for coming live for this session and sparing your time, especially to Painter sir, who has came in for this particular session and also gave some very good suggestions regarding weekend industrial training. That's a very good thing, and one of the takeaway points for today's session, guys, તમારા માટે એક takeaway point છે. Training suppose long term ના થઈ શકે તો પણ weekend training you can definitely do. Thanks also to Sanket and Mayur who have passed out but still just took some time. They are already working somewhere, might be in their villages, and still they have took some time and again tried to okay. So thank you very much guys. See you